You need to remember that it's gonna end. I just hope. Hi guys, I am Anna. I am still here. I am still showing you all the strategies and all the trading with the binary options on the Quotex platform. It's still working. We're still trying to handle all this possible situation, all the possible strategies, and learn on mistakes and learn on the profits too. So we gotta see how it's gonna be for us today, if the market is quite fair for us or not. Let's see. We are right here, 1 minute, 714 in this time. In this case, here is gonna be 10 seconds. We are still continuing just to use that time frame. And first one is gonna be the Parabolic Sars. Second one gonna be the CCI. I got lots of questions, and this indicator is one of my recommendation, but not of course in a solo case, but in some strategy. And you may see it today because I'm gonna just show you how it's working in this combo and in this strategy. And as you know it, I don't trust Parabolic Sars a lot, and that actually give us a little bit, the situation. Just we are using the CCI, itself, nothing more. Of course, it's not going to be that dangerous, and 2 indicators is better than 1 anyway because we can double check. But with this type of indicators, you may see it already that it's kind of for the simple cases because we're giving us the simple picture of what's going on. We're just gonna test it. And we are at the bottom of the bottom. And in some cases, I would tell you, okay, we're gonna expect some break-in. And here is actually the important thing. So we are having a clear distance. The clear tendency, and we just need to think if it's still gonna be the falling, or we are just at the bottom and here is gonna be the plateau, or we are over at the plateau and it's gonna be the break-in. First of all, Parabolic Sars is clearly showing us we're getting downward. That's true. That's true. But Parabolic Sars is just reacting on what's going on. If I'm being honest, just after that's already happened, and you may know that. And now look at the CCI. I would say here is no clear signs of the drastic break-in and getting upward and of the drastic break-in and getting downward because CCI is flat. And here we are actually a little bit risking just because we are reading that as a sign that it's still going to be the maintaining of that trend, because you may see the chart we're falling, we're actually clearly getting downward. And please don't forget, this is 10 seconds candles. That's actually important. And CCI, we're actually stated that it's still flat. So only because of that, only because all this falling were flat with the CCI, we did it as a downward bat and we got it as a profit. And here, again, it's going to be the downward bat, but this is a little bit different situation. I mean, Parabolic Sars still showing us we getting upward, but you may see we are at the peak. And here actually already CCI showing us we getting downward. And please look at the CCI and compare that with all the chart that we are having. I would say if I'm going to continue all that logic that I have like a previous time, that was the same. So that rising was as a falling with the CCI, but you need actually to think about the ending of that line and just check, look at the Parabolic Sars, what's going on the chart. The previous situation was a little bit complicated because in many cases, I would say that it's supposed to be the break-in. And I would recommend to add MACD, for example, here, because the candles of the MACD may actually give us more info about not only the lines, but about how the tendency are going to be still maintaining or it's going to end, because these candles just below or above zero, that's the huge source of information. So in that case, we've been detecting it's going to be the falling with the CCI. And we've been at the peak, looking just at that, from the chart, we've been actually catching, we are at the peak, we're gonna fall, and we made it. But again and again, the simple strategy from the first side, the complicated one, when you started to handle, when you want just to handle that chart. So I'm gonna be talking less because it seems I'm already tired, even just because this is the signal for me I'm talking too much. And again, we've been slowly but rising, and now we just detecting that we're gonna fall. Parabolic Sars showed us that, so it's actually, but you know that Parabolic Sars is not reacting on all of the candles. Look at all these peaks that we had before. Parabolic Sars were quite straight one. And what about the CCI? I wouldn't say that we are at the bottom regarding the whole chart, but CCI is just not also at the bottom, but at the lowest part. And here we are predicting that it's gonna be this pattern. We're gonna just repeat this pattern, and CCI is quite located below, so it's still an even flat CCI on this below part of the chart may actually signal us it's gonna be the downward trend. You need to remember that. I've been talking because I didn't want to pay attention of what's going on, and I know that I was so close actually to have that. Oh, it's a lose. And I must say, yeah, I've been predicting, of course, that it's going to be the fall-in, and I knew it's not going to be, the longest one, but I was lucky just to end that, when this rising just started. I don't like that. I would say, let's make it the bad downward one. I don't like when I have to guess, when I have to explain to you lots of things just because of my assumptions and guessings. I love the strategy when it's all clear and you can see it and you can follow me. You can just have your own trades with that indicators, and you don't need me to explain what's going on. But of course, there are actually lots of indicators, lots of situations, and this world is not perfect. Parabolic Sars showing us we're getting downward just because we had the huge peak before. CCI before, and when I entered, there was like we're getting downward, but it started just to play. But don't forget, the CCI located in the lowest part of the chart, and even if it's going to be flat in this lowest part on chart, it could be the orange candles heading so downward. A few seconds left. Me again and again talk too much, but anyway, by me talking, actually you can see all the candles and all of that were actually going on within this 2 minutes. Finally, here's the situation where we're gonna rise. Look at that, Parabolic Sars just gave us like we're gonna rise. CCI rising. Tiny risk that CCI, we're actually at the bottom, but with the CCI, it is located in the upper part of that chart. And CCI located in the upper part, the one risk that we are having, it may just get downward just because we are already, like that. Just because we are already located in this peak situation. But even if the CCI gonna be flat in the upper part of its own chart, it's gonna be the rising for us. I know that's a little bit more difficult than just, okay, we're getting downward, we're going downward. Okay, we are detecting getting upward, we are getting upward. I just hope, even if it's gonna be the plane and the waves, my timing, yes, is gonna be the perfect for that. Yes, just finish that with that crazy strategy, with that crazy strategy. Yes, we finished and we're done. Mixed feelings, clear results. But anyway, when you don't know why you actually got it as a profit, that's cool because you have your profit. But that's not cool because next time it couldn't be that lucky, again. And that's why I love it as a system, as a logic, as a strategy. And if they're not so, if it actually not like that, I'm gonna tell you just, clearly and fairly, most of them were luck, most of them were my own intuition, and if I teach somebody, I cannot give you my brain, right? And most of them were just, yep, some observations, I don't know, some thinking and stuff, and analysis. I love when it's like 100% analysis. So think by yourself, try it if you want it, try it safely, that's important. Test it, maybe you could do better than me, maybe you see more than me, that's actually quite an option. So we're done, and let's stay tuned and get for some more.